Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinkin. In today's video, I'm going to talk about that altcoin ETFs are coming. More and more applications are filled. We can now talk about Cardano spot ETF application and many others. So let's talk about the chances, because according to some analysts, Litecoin has the biggest chance to become the next spot ETF. Then let's talk about the fact that the OTC market, it's about to dry out. About 140,000 Bitcoin is left on the OTC market. And then let's talk about FTX, because the creditor repayment happening soon, 18th of February, and how much they will get in the first run, and so on and so forth. And also, let's talk about the Binance chain, because something is happening in the background, because from many other chains, Solana, Arbitrum, Base chain, a lot of tokens are bridged to Binance chain. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, if you would like to stay up to date in crypto, simply just subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, because every single day I'm bringing you the fresh cryptocurrency blockchain news. From Monday to Thursday, you're having these longer videos, and from Monday to Sunday, every single day, short videos, the most important news in less than 1 minute. So this is what you're getting if you subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. Okay, and when we're looking at the market, we can see that actually Bitcoin is, kind of not moving in the direction. 97,493 US dollar. Then we have Ethereum about 1% up in less than 4 hours, 2,672 US dollar. We have whatever. Helium is the one in the top 100 which gains the most with 18%. Virtual is up 17% and SPX 15%. And when we're looking at the losers, we have XEN 10% down, OM 2.6, Aptos 2.7, no major dumps. The market is kind of holding itself very well, probably waiting for the data tomorrow, CPI data, what it will be, how the inflation continues. That can have an impact on the market for sure. And when we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can clearly see that we're still above this yellow line. Now sideways movements is happening. The market is waiting, I believe, at the moment. Meanwhile, we could see some little tokens, mainly the AI tokens. They started to recover, the small ones. But yeah, the market is still not doing too much. Okay. But talking about altcoins, let's talk about the possibility that 90% chance goes for Litecoin ETF, that it's going to happen in this year. This one has the biggest chance among the others, according to Bloomberg analysts. Since we have Ethereum spot ETF in the United States, it's not question anymore that altcoins can get in this position as well. Now the question is, which one will be the next one? Because now, for example, we have here Litecoin, and Litecoin ETF has 90% chance to get SEC approval in 2025. So Bloomberg's exchange traded fund analysts have tipped 90% chance that the US Secretary, what I just said, we're talking about Eric Balchunas and also James Jeffard. So they are saying this, and all the others, for example, XRP has 65% chance, Solana 70, Dogecoin is 75, according to them. And here you can see the list as well. So yeah, the most likely it's actually a Litecoin that it's gonna happen. This is what they're saying at first. So this is now a big question. But why this is happening? So sooner or later we're going to have another altcoin ETF, and it's very likely actually that it could happen actually this year in 2025. And when you see now, actually Grayscale seeks Cardano ETF approval after filing for Solana, XRP, and Dogecoin. So Cardano is getting into the game as well, which means all these altcoins can go up when we getting rumors that yes, it's really going to happen. And finally, when it happens, this is obviously not financial advice. These are not small altcoins. So please be aware of it, that it's just won't grow so gigantically like a small altcoin, right? So it's not the same. However, among the big guys, that one which gets the ETF approval probably will go up much faster and with more percentage. Is that yeah? So this was one thing I wanted to highlight, that these are the possibilities among these altcoin spot ETFs for this year, 2025, and now we watching what's going to happen. Meanwhile, the OTC market is about to dry out, and if that's happening, it can easily happen that the accumulation starts happening on exchanges, which can definitely change Bitcoin price. So, according to this Twitter post, to the modern investor, about 140,000 Bitcoin is left on the OTC market. And just in January itself, ETFs bought 50,000 Bitcoin, which means this 140,000 is not a big number, especially when we're looking at MicroStrategy, how fast, strategy from now on, how fast they accumulating Bitcoin, and some others. Think about countries, think about, ETFs, ETF issuers, and, other companies, and so on and so forth. Therefore, this is definitely not a big number. And, when this OTC market dries out, then especially when the movement is sideways, what's happening right now. Because after we have a spike in the Bitcoin price, then probably several of them who are doing trading, over the counter, they also would like to sell more Bitcoin because they are in the profit, right? But when the price is like sideways and, they accumulating, the price not going up, so they're not making more profit, so they're holding it, and that could mean it can go a shift towards actually the exchanges. And when we're looking at the big picture, we're talking about 21 million Bitcoin max, but that's going to be far away from here in 2140. However, when the last Bitcoin will be mined. However, now 19.8 million Bitcoin, a bit more, it's out. And look, individuals holding almost 70% of these Bitcoin. And then you have the estimated loss, 7.5%, funds, ETBs holding 6%, Satoshi 4.6%, businesses 4.4%, governments 1.4%. So basically, the majority should go from individuals. So they do need later these shakeouts to get more, because some of them, just holding strong to their Bitcoin, what they have accumulated already. So I think this is important to keep in mind, and this can actually push up the price as soon as the OTC market dries out. When it's going to happen exactly, of course, we don't know. And when we're looking at companies here, for example, obviously MicroStrategy is the one which is leading, but then we have Marathon Digital, Galaxy Digital Holdings, and so on and so forth. A lot of companies holding already Bitcoin, and more companies will. Right, now move on to the next topic. FTX repayment happening soon. So basically, FTX repayment in the air, because it's going to start on the 18th of February. And actually, in the first phase, according to Cointelegraph here, $6.57 billion worth of crypto will get into this repayment, and the payouts actually are on the 2022 November price, which is not that great, to be honest with you. So yeah, this can happen actually pretty soon, and a part of it can re-enter into the market, and maybe altcoin market as well. So that's very, very interesting, to be honest with you. Right. And finally, let's talk about the movements on chain, because a lot of tokens moving to Binance chain recently. So BNB chain, something happening in the background. We have here CZ that BNB chain was caged for too long, time to unleash. And look at this here. You can see that from Solana, from Base, from Arbitrum, from Ethereum. Actually, tokens going to BNB chain recently. So look at this getting bigger, you know, according to all the others. So the question, what is cooking in the background? By the way, BNB token itself holding itself pretty well, just 18% away from its all-time high. And when we compare to the other altcoins, this is a very, very good performance. Moreover, when we're talking about the Binance, you know, SEC and the Binance 60 days pause in crypto case, you know, now we have the new SEC, put it this way, so not the old one with Gary Gensler. And yeah, probably they would like to figure out what's going to happen with this case. And now, therefore, they said, okay, now peace. They have 60 days pause until they figure out how they continue, or they just step back, and so on and so forth. Yes, because the attack came from the old SEC, put it this way. So with the old leaderboard, now we have the new one, and that one has a totally different approach. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on BlockchainBloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simple. Just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and of course, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.